Hello, I'm Michael. I'm the Acadian Bitcoiner. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up and use a Ledger Nano S Plus hardware wallet, which is Ledger's entry-level crypto wallet. We're going to set the wallet up, we're going to set the PIN code, we're going to secure our recovery phrase, then we're going to purchase some Bitcoin and we're going to transfer it to our own self-custody wallet. So I'm going to show you step-by-step how to do that. We're going to look at the Ledger Nano S Plus, which is their new entry-level hardware wallet. We're going to compare it and contrast it with other Ledger hardware wallets. We're going to download Ledger Live. We're going to unbox, open, and set up a brand new Ledger Nano S Plus, and we're going to transfer some coins to it. So when you're done this video, you'll be comfortable with setting up and using your first hardware wallet, a Ledger Nano S Plus. So if we look at the Compare Ledger Hardware Wallets page on the Ledger website, the Ledger Nano S Plus that we are looking at today is their entry-level ledger for all your essentials. The Ledger Nano X is their mid-level product offering, and in Q2 of 2023, they're going to start shipping the Ledger Stacks, which is their new wallet. So price points, the Ledger Nano S Plus, it comes in at $79 US or $114 Canadian. The Ledger Nano X is at about $149 US or $209 Canadian, and the Ledger Stacks is at a price point above that. As we scroll down, the differences between them, they all offer the security, they support NFTs and over 1,000 coins, and they're compatible with the Ledger Live app. The big difference between the Ledger Nano X and the Ledger Nano S Plus is that the Nano X has Bluetooth mobile connection. So if you wanted to be using your hardware device with your mobile phone, you have that Bluetooth capability. Quite frankly, for myself, I prefer not to have the Bluetooth, not to have that additional connectivity. I'm more comfortable with using the more basic product offering. The screen between the Nano X and the Nano S Plus, you have 128 pixels times 64. It's the same on both. As I said, you've got the Bluetooth capability with the Nano X, and both of them use the USB-C cord. They're compatible with Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, or Apple iOS in the case of the Nano X. They support NFTs on the Etherum or the Polygon chain, and up to 5,000 different coins are supported, but you're limited to about 100 different coins that you can have on a device based on the memory. So the Ledger Nano S Plus is a new and improved version of the Ledger Nano S. Now, I've been using the original Ledger Nano S for about the last year as one of my primary hardware wallets. The changes and improvements with the S Plus are additional memory and a different cord. Now, memory, the original Ledger Nano S only has about 160 kilobytes worth of memory. So that's only enough to support about 3 apps on the device or 3 different coins. That wasn't an issue for me, since the only thing I have on this device is Bitcoin and Ethereum. But if you wanted to get more exotic and add more coins, the Ledger Nano S Plus now has 1.8 megabits worth of memory. So that would support about 100 different coins, which is comparable to the Ledger Nano X and the new Ledger Stacks. So the other difference between the original Ledger Nano S and the new Ledger Nano S Plus is the cord. The Ledger Nano S, the original, uses a USB micro cord, and the brand new Ledger Nano S Plus uses a USB-C standard cord. So Ledger devices, including this Ledger Nano S Plus, ship from Europe. So the one that I received was shipped from Paris, and it was shipped by DHL Courier. It arrived at my door in just a little over a week. There were tracking emails sent to me the whole way across, so I knew and expected it. I knew the day that it was arriving, and it arrives in a fairly nondescript white plasticized paper envelope. It would be fairly easy to tell if it had been tampered or opened. So this is the envelope that I've received. We're just going to look at both sides of it. Nothing on the other side. The courier envelope on this side. So what we're going to do next, we're actually going to open it up and unbox it. So I have my trusty Leatherman knife here. I'm going to cut into it and open it up, and we will have a look. So the device itself comes in a box. It is shrink wrapped and sealed. So after examining the shrink wrap, and I'm comfortable that the device has not been opened or tampered with, because I ordered it direct from Ledger and followed the tracking across, I'm quite comfortable that no one has had at my hardware wallet between Ledger and myself. So I'm now going to take my trusty Leatherman knife, and I will cut into the shrink wrap. Now that we have the shrink wrap off the box, we'll have a look at it. On the front of the box, just a plain, simple Ledger Nano S Plus. On the back side of the box, just a little bit of text about the wallet. Bottom has some barcode and other information, and the top just has the Ledger name. So having removed the white outer packaging, I'm going to slide that out of the way, and we will open up the inner box to our Ledger wallet. So now that we have the box open, the first thing we see is an insert, Trust Yourself, which is certainly the ethos that I follow. We will set that aside. We have the Ledger device itself here. We have sheets to record our recovery phrase. We have a start guide, and we have a package with our cabling. So we have just about everything we need to get started here. We'll open up, have a look at the cords and other attachments. So we have a keychain attachment, we have our USB-C to USB cord, we have our start guide, our secret recovery sheets, and our device. So let's have a look and let's get started. So looking in the start guide, we'll open this up first. It's got some instructions, getting started, some stickers, and the first thing we're going to need to get started, there's a quick start guide. So go to ledger.com/start, download and open the Ledger Live app and follow the instructions. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to switch to my computer screen as we go through that. So here we are, we're at the ledger.com start page. Your first step is going to be to download Ledger Live. You go down, you would click on this orange button, and you have the choice between the Windows app, the Mac app, or the Linux app, depending on what computer you have. So click on the appropriate option. Once the download completes, open that file, and your first step, once it opens, will be to accept the terms of use, and that will allow you to enter the app. So that's what we're going to do next. So now that we've opened Ledger Live on our computer, we're going to look at a screen something like this. It will give us a choice to set up a Ledger Nano S, a Ledger Nano S Plus, or a Ledger Nano X. Since we have a Ledger Nano S Plus, that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to select here, and the first option it gives me, it asks if this is the first time using your Ledger Nano S Plus, and it is. So we'll use this first option. The next option is if we already had a recovery phrase and we needed to restore a wallet, we would be using that option. But in this case today, we're setting up a new Ledger Nano S Plus. So we're going to select here. So it's going to go through, it's going to give me some information on the basics, and it talks about the fact that my crypto assets are stored on the blockchain. They're not actually on the device. It's the private keys which are on the device. So click through that, and you own your private key. You need to keep and control the safety and the custody of your private key. If you have your private key, you control your coins. If you lose control of your keys, your coins are gone. So your ledger works offline. It is a cold storage hardware wallet. The keys itself are never actually connected to the internet. You use this device to keep your keys safe and offline. But you will need to use the device to validate transactions. So if you want to send, sell, exchange crypto, you will need to use this device. So let's set it up. So it's saying here, the best way to get started, plan on spending about 30 minutes, take your time, grab a pen to write with, and be alone. Do this in a safe, quiet environment. This is not something you should be doing in your neighborhood coffee shop. You want to be doing this at home. You want to be doing this where you're not going to be distracted. It is very important. The next stage is to record your seed, your recovery phrase. And you want to be doing that in a quiet place. It's going to take you 20 to 30 minutes. You want to be doing it in ink, and you want to be doing it alone. You don't want anyone looking over your shoulder. So now at this point, I'm in a quiet, private place. I have some time. I have my pen, and I have my recovery phrase sheets. I'm going to open these up and slide them out. You have 3 sheets that you can use. So I'm going to get one of these ready. And you will see that it says confidential, store securely, never share, and there's space to write your 24-word seed phrase, which we're going to do in ink in the next phase. So I'm going to click OK, I'm ready. And it says now you turn on your Nano. So to do that, you'll plug in your USB cable into your computer. I plug the end into the computer. I now connect the USB-C, and it says welcome to the Ledger Nano S Plus. Press the right button to continue. So on the side, you'll see there are 2 buttons. This is how you navigate the Ledger Nano S. You would press either the left button or the right button, or if you want to select an option, you would press both buttons at the same time. So we are going to press the right button. It's saying to download Ledger Live. We've already done that, so press the right button. It says use buttons to navigate the menus and lists. It says press both buttons to select an option. It says hold both buttons to access settings and menus. Start Ledger Live for help. We have Ledger Live running. And it gives me the option now to set up as a new device, which is what we want to do. So I'm going to press both buttons to set it up as a new device. So it now asks me to choose a PIN with 4 to 8 digits. So I'm going to press there, and it will allow me to, you see the first number, 7, and you can go down with the left button, you can go up with the right button. So I am going to turn off the camera, and I am going to select and enter a PIN at this time. So now that I've entered the PIN, it's getting me to confirm my PIN. So I'm going to confirm my PIN offline, and then we'll turn the camera back on again. So I've now confirmed the PIN, and the next thing it's telling me is to write down your recovery phrase. So that's going to be my next step. I select. Your device will generate 24 words. They are your recovery phrase. It is your only backup to restore your accounts if need be. Write it down on your recovery phrase sheet in the correct order. So you need all 24 words, and you need them in the correct order. So press both buttons to continue. Write down word 1. So my word 1 is marine. So I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to write down all 24 words, and then once that's done, we'll turn the camera back on again. So now that I've recorded all 24 of my words on my recovery sheet in order in ink, it's now telling me to press the left button to verify those words, and once I've done that, to press both buttons to continue. So I'm going to verify my words, I'll turn off the camera, and then I'm going to come back. So I've gone through, I've verified all 24 of my words. I know that I have them correct. So now it's saying to press both buttons to continue. And it's now going to go through a process of confirming my recovery phrase. So I'm going to do that, and then once we're done, we're going to come back again. So it's now getting me to verify my recovery phrase. So it's giving me a series of choices for each of the words. And the first choice it's giving me right now, actually the word choice, which was not my first word. So I'm going to scroll to the right. It says way. That was not my word 1. Saying marine. Marine was my word 1. So I'm going to press both buttons now to confirm my first word was marine. So now it's going to go through, it's going to get me to do that for each of my words to make sure that I have them right. So I'm going to go through that process. We'll turn off the camera while I'm doing that, and then I'll come back to you. So now I've gone through and I've verified all 24 of my recovery phrase words, and the device is telling me your recovery phrase is set. Keep it in a secure place. So this sheet that has my recovery phrase, I'm going to put that in a sealed envelope, and I'm going to put that in my safety deposit box, which is my recommendation on how to do that. So it gives me a right arrow for the next choice. If it's lost, stolen, or forgotten, all of your assets will be immediately lost. If you lose your recovery phrase, there is no way to recover your assets, recover your coins. You need to keep that recovery phrase safe. Ledger can't get it back. No one on the internet, no help desk. If you lose that, those funds are gone. Never share it with anyone. Ledger will never ask you for it. No service technician, no help desk. You never need to enter that in again unless you need to recreate this wallet. Press both buttons to continue. So my device is now ready. So go to the dashboard and install an app. So I'm going to want this ledger to receive Bitcoin. So I need to install the Bitcoin app. So I'm going to press the right button. So install app, press both. Use the manager in Ledger Live to install apps and more. So now that we've done all of this, there's a simple test that it's going to run me through. So it says, now game on, answer 3 simple questions to avoid common misperceptions about your hardware wallet. Let's take the quiz. Okay, if as the Ledger user, my crypto is stored on my Nano or on the blockchain, your crypto is actually stored on the blockchain. So we got that right. If my recovery phrase is no longer secure or private, choices are no problem, Ledger can send me a copy, or my crypto is no longer safe and I need to transfer it to a secure place. So if you lose your recovery phrase, your crypto is no longer safe. So you need to transfer it immediately before someone drains your wallet or takes it from you. So next question, when I connect my Nano to the Ledger app, my private key is briefly connected to the internet or still offline. Your private keys always remain offline. So that finishes the quiz. It says you're already a pro, so one quick step left. Genuine check, so it's going to check my Nano to make sure that it is genuine. So it's now completed the test. My Ledger Nano S is genuine and I'm ready to use with Ledger Live. So I'm going to hit continue. So now here I am, I'm connected to my Ledger Nano S Plus. I have my app catalog. There's a firmware update is available. So I'm going to click on the firmware update and I'm going to, I have my recovery phrase. And it's asking me to confirm the update on my device. So I'm confirming my new firmware, confirm the update, pressing both buttons. And it is finalizing the update. So I'm waiting for this update to finish. So the firmware is updated and now I can install apps on my device. So I need to approve allowing the Ledger Manager on my device. I'm going to press both buttons and it's now loading. So I have my options in the app catalog. I can add the app for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Polygon. So today I'm just going to install the Bitcoin. I'm going to click install. And you will see up here I have a capacity for installing apps of 1.28 megabits. I'm installing one app and it's going to use 73 kilobytes. So it is now installed. So now that I have my Ledger Nano S set up and I have the Bitcoin app loaded onto my Ledger Nano S, what I'm going to do now, I want to transfer some Bitcoin. So I've opened my Coinbase account here. Coinbase is probably the easiest centralized exchange for buying Bitcoin and other cryptos. So if you don't have a Coinbase account yet, I have a video which I will link to. I'll put the link in the upper right hand corner and it will be in the description of the video below. There's also a referral link for Coinbase. If you open up a Coinbase account and you fund it with $100 US worth of fiat currency and you make a trade, then you will get $10 worth of free Bitcoin and I will get $10 worth of free Bitcoin, and that's a great way that you can help support my channel. So right now I am going to buy some Bitcoin to transfer it to my Ledger wallet. So I'm going to go buy. I'm going to buy $100 Canadian worth of Bitcoin. You will see that it is linked to my bank account already, my Visa account at my bank. So it will, here's the current price of Bitcoin. It's in Canadian dollars. Sorry for the confusion. It will allow me to purchase $96.16. There's a fee of $3.84 for a total of $100. and that will give me approximately 0.0034083 worth of Bitcoin. I'm going to click Buy Now. So I have purchased 0.0034083 worth of Bitcoin. Or in sats, I have 340,893 sats. So my next step is going to be to send and receive. So I'm going to click on Send, and I'm going to send all of it. And what I need to do now is I need to go and I need to get the address, the Bitcoin address for my new Ledger Nano S Plus. So we're going to do that next, and we'll paste it here. So now that I have my Bitcoin app installed on my Ledger Nano S Plus, now I need to add a Bitcoin account. So I'm going to click on Add Account. And I need to unlock my device, so I need to enter in my PIN code. So I've entered my PIN code. I'm going to retry. I'm going to open the Bitcoin app on my device. So I've opened the Bitcoin app on the device. It's loading. It is synchronizing. Add account. And the account has been successfully added. So done. So this is the new account that I have. There's no crypto assets in it yet. I'm going to click on Receive. Going to continue to the device. And there's the address. And I'm going to check and confirm that the address I'm seeing here is the same address that's on the device. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm now going to go to the device. Press the right till I get the approve arrow. And I've shared that address. So that is done. So now I'm going to go to my centralized crypto exchange to Coinbase, and I'm going to transfer the Bitcoin that I just bought. So now that I have set up my Bitcoin account on my Ledger Nano S Plus, and I previously purchased some crypto on Coinbase, I purchased Bitcoin. So I'm going to come back to my Coinbase app. Coinbase account. I'm going to click Send and Receive. And I want to transfer Bitcoin. I'm going to paste in my Bitcoin address that I took from my Ledger device, and I'm checking the characters match up. The beginning and ending characters match up. I'm going to click Send All. I'm going to click Continue. And I'm sending it to a self-custody wallet. And I'm going to send it now. So I use a authenticator app to keep my Coinbase account safe. So I'm now going to enter that into the screen. So now that I've entered my authentication app details, Coinbase is processing my withdrawal. And it has been sent. So it could take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. And what we're going to do, we are going to wait till that's received. I can click now on the View Transaction. And it's showing there's a network fee of 296 sats. And we're just going to wait for that to confirm on the blockchain. So while I'm waiting for confirmation with Ledger, that that Bitcoin has been received, what I can do, I've gone to blockchain.com Explorer, which is a blockchain explorer, and I can paste in the address to my Bitcoin wallet, and that's the same address. I'm going to click search. So it's looking on the blockchain for the information, and it's showing that the Bitcoin balance 0.00340597, so about $71 US or $93 Canadian, has gone from Coinbase to my wallet. So let's now look on Ledger Live and make sure that balance has been received there. So here we are now back in Ledger Live. Our Bitcoin has now been received. We're in our Bitcoin account. We show that we received a transaction with 0.003405 Bitcoin, about $95 Canadian worth of Bitcoin. And it's showing here our new balance in this account is 0.003405 Bitcoin. So we have successfully set up our Ledger Nano S Plus. We downloaded Ledger Live. We have secured our recovery phrase, our seed phrase. We've secured that in ink on paper, and that's going in an envelope. And tomorrow I'm going to bring that to the bank and put it in my safety deposit box. We have purchased Bitcoin. We have transferred Bitcoin to our account, and it's been received. So it's that simple. We've now taken self-custody of our Bitcoin. So thank you. Hopefully now you've learned how to set up and use your Ledger Nano S Plus hardware wallet, which is Ledger's entry-level hardware wallet. If you decide to purchase a Ledger hardware wallet or even a Trezor hardware wallet, I have links to both in the description below. They are affiliate links. You won't pay any more money, but if you do purchase through my affiliate link, I would get a small commission, and that's one way you can thank me for producing this video. Another big way you can thank me is by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. I produce regular content for Zoomers and seniors and other beginners in the crypto space. I'm Michael, the Acadian Bitcoiner. Thank you.